I'm back again for a little bit of fun. Today we're going to do some bead dangles for the Victorian Floral Journal, and I had a few other ideas. Sorry, the notifications on my computer are going. So, to start, I wanted to do a little, I have these little cabochons. One is a little bookmark, and then the other one is going to be part of one of the dangles. So, I did a little bit of prep work last night, and I took a couple images from the kits. I'll raise those up so you can kind of see them. I don't know if my video camera will focus. So I picked this little butterfly out of the Miss Emery kit, and then these little roses. Sorry about my fingers. I was trying to do some dyeing of seam binding yesterday, which was not as successful as I'd hoped, but somewhat successful. So I've got these little guys. I just used some art glitter glue, and what I did was I got these on Amazon. I'll link them below, but it comes in a pack of a bunch of these, and then these are little bookmarks, and it comes in a pack of, let's see, 6? Yeah, 6. So what you do is you just do a thin layer of art glitter glue, and then you don't want it too thick because you want to be able to kind of see through it so that you can place it on your image like so. It'll be kind of blurry, but you'll be able to kind of see where you're putting it. And then sorry, little one is supposed to be napping, but he's not. So anyway, so that will get your image onto the acrylic, and then you just do another layer of art glitter glue on the paper, on the back of the paper. And you want to spread that out too with your finger or whatever. But you want to make sure the whole thing is covered. And I did one of these for my, the little traveler's notebook journal that I did with the medieval mirage kit, and it turned out really cute. So I thought I would do the same. So then with the layer of glue, you can't really see it because it's art glitter glue white, but you want to have a thin layer, then you want to just drop it in here where, you know, in the position that you want it, because you don't want to move it around very much after you've stuck it down. And then you just kind of press and set, and then there's your little bookmark, and just kind of let that set up over. I just let it set overnight. Sorry, I gotta get a wet wipe for my fingers. Yeah, you don't want to play around with it for too very much after it's set in position, because you don't want it to like get air bubbles or anything like that. So we're going to do the same for this one. Put enough glue that you can get a good layer. Spread it around all across the back. Oh, and these are, the cool thing about these is once you set them down on the paper, on the image that you want, then you can cut them out. You don't have to cut them out first because the edge is somewhat beveled. And so you can get a nice clean cut with your fussy cut scissors around the edge without it showing through, you know, like without it sticking out the sides. So yeah, it ends up being a nice clean cut. So there's that one. So we'll set those aside, and then I have some of these. I got the Tim Holtz one. I think I want to say Joann's in their jewelry department. And then they're just little lockets. So I wanted to use the butterfly one for this journal. I'm gonna take that one out. And then I have these. I got these at Hobby Lobby, and I don't know if they were closeout or not, but they're cool because they're two-sided, and then they just have like little design. I don't know if it wants to, yeah, it's like a little cherry blossom tree with butterflies. And then it's, yeah, Explorer by Traditions is the brand. And yeah, they're specifically for Hobby Lobby, so maybe check their website. But the item number is 1823335. I don't know if you can, if it'll focus. Oh, it did for a second. So yeah, so I'm gonna use one of those. I thought that would be pretty. And we're just kind of gonna follow the same concept of my bead dangle video, except for this time we're going to alter paper clips. So I've got, pardon my reach, see, I have 2 big gold ones and then 4 little rose gold ones. So I'm just going to pull these out so I can, I'll switch them out. And so I'm going to put this on one of the gold ones because the finish matches. Oh, and then I pulled out these little keys too. And these are from a little kit that I got on Amazon. It's just like a kit of key charms. Pull it out. And they're just off-brand ones. I can't justify spending that much on the as much as I love Tim Holtz. Some of his stuff is a little expensive, and so you get a larger selection with these ones, and so that's why I decided to get them. But yeah, so oh, that could have been disastrous. I want to get the longer looped head pins. Okay, I'll clean the rest of those up later. Sorry if it's crinkly, you guys. So I'm going to just grab 2 of those, and then I need one looped one for that, and I think I'm gonna do one with the, sorry about the lighting today, I have to switch my lighting around because I need to be able to use my mouse. And I don't have enough USB ports on my laptop. So I have to use my regular OT light. And then I'll grab 2 of these. So I think I'm going to mix my metals a little bit and do silver. That this is kind of like an antiqued silver, but I don't have any antiqued silver dangles, or I mean not dangles, but head pins. So I'm going to, I'll just use one of these, the antique brass ones. Get another one of those. Okay, so I have lots of little seed beads in various colors. Oh, I have a little heart charm too. I'll pull that one out. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. A charm for each one. And then I have more goodies. Grab a few of those. Kind of bigger silver ones. Grab some purple, round ones. These ones are kind of coordinating purple and green. Do the dark, and then I got light purple. And then I have some of these. They're like peachy pink and brown. I'm just grabbing a bunch of everything, and whatever I don't use, I'll put back. There's that, and then, so I got I'll go through all of this. I got pretty much everything done, and I will do a flip through after this video. I'll do a flip through once I have all the dangles on there. But I got the closure done, and I just want to pick out colors that are going to match the cover. My ruffles and my lace and all that stuff is pretty eclectic as far as colors go, but I want the dangles to kind of coordinate with the cover. Got some tiger's eye. I have some cool natural, like, gemstone type stuff. Let's see, is there anything else? Maybe a couple of these. I am just randomly pulling stuff out. I don't know that I will use all of it, but it's fun to have a selection. Fake pearl. I should say faux pearl. That one's kind of more of a teardrop shaped one. What else do I got? It might be kind of wide for the hole. Do some crackle ones. So I think that's enough out of that box. Set our on the side, and then I've got stuff in here. Maybe some of the peachy. Smaller ones. And then I have these kind of I'm brain farting on the color. Light pink. These I got just off of Old Costume Jewelry. I'd gone to an estate sale and they had a bunch of broken jewelry in a big jar, and they were asking a pretty decent price for it, so I said, why not? That'll come in handy. Okay, so I think we have a good selection of beads. I also have my other container of them not far away. So now I have a bit of a mess on my desk. My pliers. Those there. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. I didn't zoom in on the last one, so let me see. See if I can focus this better. No, it doesn't want to focus better. Ugh, such a pain in the rear end. Okay, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it. So again, you want to go for these either forward or back. You don't want to go open them side to side. That one I need to open a little bit wider. This is kind of a thick loop on here. And then I think maybe we'll go with greens to match, because the butterfly's got like a greenish blue. So and I like to kind of vary the size of bead. So And this one has got some cream, so I'll do some cream. And then these ones are cool, like iridescent green with it's like gold inside. Yeah, it's like gold inside. Okay, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a dark green. I think I'm actually gonna take this silver off and switch this. No. Strike that. Oh, too close to there. It's too close to the same color. So I'm gonna do the cream or the little ivory, and then that, and then the light green with gold, and then I'm gonna do this one, maybe, or should I do? This is the funny part about, for me anyways, I like having symmetry. With my beading. When I'm doing the dangles, I like the sizes to be somewhat symmetrical. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but I like to have a large, kind of a larger size in the middle, and then smaller above and below with different colors. I think I'm just going to keep it with the light green, I think, and then just having that veining in the natural stone. I think the darker natural green, or the darker green and the natural stone kind of picks up the darker green and the butterfly. So yeah, I'm liking that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and loop this. See if I have enough to use my little looper. I do. Yay. That just puts a loop in there for me. So there we've got that dangle, and then it just goes on your paper clip. Just slides on like so, and then you have your little beaded dangle, and then it just sits, like hangs off the side of the page. Okay, so one down. Let's do this small one. Oh, almost lost a bead. I think I'm gonna go with the little cherry blossom tree. So I'm gonna use this little rose gold. And like I said in the last video, this Xuron, these fine tip pliers, the short ones and then the long ones, and then my cutters, you can get these on Amazon. So yeah, those are cool. So this one, I kind of want to go with like a pink. Yeah, I'm gonna go pink theme for this one. So maybe these ones, or kind of the peachy pink. Pull some of those over. The frosty ones. And then I have these cool we've got gold in the middle. And then I have these square pink ones. These are cool too. Just pull a couple of those out just in case. And I think we're going to have a few green ones for variation. There's a little green in there, so we can get away with probably some dark green actually. Alright, so first we want to put our little dangle on there. This one has a jump ring already on it, so that's handy. But you don't have to, if it has a loop, you don't have to, with these, you don't have to have a jump ring. Okay. Make sure that's nice and tight so it doesn't slip off. And so, let's begin. I think I'm going to go with the square to start. And then I think I want to do, let's see. So those are kind of opaque, both opaque. So this one's clear and this one's opaque. So I want to go that route. And then maybe a green, dark green. So we're building up size, smaller, larger, larger than that. And then our big pearl in the middle, pink pearly. And then we'll do another dark green. And another clear little. And then another square. And that one is too long, so I might just take the little square off. Ooh, somebody's here. I think it's probably Amazon. I don't think I'm gonna have enough length, so I'm gonna go, hang on just a second. Alright, sorry, that was UPS. Okay, so I'm going to use my round nose pliers. You kind of, sometimes you have to, if you do the loop a little too close, you have to work with it a little bit and kind of adjust it. Sorry, I'm like off screen. So I'm just trying to get that loop. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, even though it doesn't have the exact, you know, like, it's not exactly symmetrical, it kind of, it works. I'm good with it. Pop that on our paper clip, and then we have our little cherry blossom. Okay, now let's see, let's do one of the key ones. And you don't have to have like all your metals the same, you know, like metallics are neutral. So if you want to mix like rose gold and like a brassy gold, that's totally cool. If you want to mix rose gold and antique brass like this, you totally can do that. You can do whatever you want, whatever you think is pretty. I kind of want to do purple on this one, so maybe should I do some tiger's eye too? That might be too, well, it depends on what else we put on there. That's a possibility. Or maybe one of these, I don't know, those would be cool. Or the purple, this one. So I think we're going to start with a ivory, little one. And then dark purple. And then do I want green or another ivory or a light pink? Let's try a light pink real quick. Oh, my phone is going. Somebody just sent me a social distanced hug. I'll have to turn my sound down. There we go. Okay. Kind of liking that. This one I'm not going to have as much room to put a lot because this one is a longer bead. But that's okay. That is okay. Maybe put a short little purple one. Maybe just do all short little purple ones for the instead of that. Yeah. See how the size turns out with that. Okay. Yep, I should have enough to do a loop. Just have to finagle it a little bit. There we go. There's our loop. So we'll put that on a rose gold clip. So, and then if I need to change the direction, I just flip it over like that. So there's our little purple key. Now let's do our locket. So for this one, I kind of want to do, yeah, I'm going to do a heavier, because these are just, I think they're just like composite metal. They're not, they're really light, but this one's a little more heavy duty, it feels like. So I'm going to use the larger paper clip for that. Could use my round tip ones, but these are easier to, oh, I broke it. That's okay. I'll get another one. No big deal. Okay, so there's our little, so this one's kind of got like the cream. This is another one that's green with the green butterfly, but I want to do, I think I want to do something that's more contrasting. So maybe do like a orangey pink theme. This is kind of like an orangey brown. And then just do a little bit of the small green ones, I think, to bring that green color in. And then do the opaque faceted. doing it. Yep. There we go. Actually, I think I'm going to use this one. I don't think it really mattered, but whatevs. Okay, so here's where it gets a little bit. Oh, that was actually a silver one. Where's my green ones? There we go. Okay, let's see. Do I want to leave it at that, or do I think I'm going to take this brown off. I think just going to go change of direction slightly. Use a little ivory seed bead, and then there we go. So there's still some room for a different color. Maybe, that's kind of cool with the clear. Yep, I kind of like that. Okay. So, how's everybody doing? Probably should have asked that earlier, but I was anxious to get to it. I might have to pick a smaller bead to go right there. Try to straighten this out a little bit. Doesn't want to cooperate. Oh! Sorry, I'm like off frame, aren't I? Getting old, I need bifocals. Okay, there, I think we got the loop small enough, or like closed up enough. There we go. So there's our little rose gold and with the green butterfly. Okay, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 2 more. I'm trying to decide if I want to actually do this one. Maybe I have a different charm Actually, I wonder, I'm having an epiphany. Let's see if I can do this. So I have these, but I think they're going to be too big. What I kind of want to do is, like, instead of doing all bead dangles, maybe do one with, like a tassel. As I use these as like tassel toppers. But I don't know. Let me see. That might be kind of big, but hang on just a second. I'm going to put you on hold, and then I'll be right back with my other little tassel things. So, be right back. Okay, now I'm back. Got a bunch of stuff. So I have these. They're like little bead caps, but they're more like cones. So I'll pull one of those out. They can be like made wider. But now that I'm pulling all this stuff together, this might actually work. So we'll see. First we gotta put together our tassel. So I got some dyed sari silk. Just gonna trim that at an angle. It's curled up at the end, so it's not cooperating. There, good enough. Zoom out a little bit. So. Okay, there we go. So I think I'm going to set that one aside for a second. Even this out so it's about the same length on each side. I don't know if this will interfere with the tie or the closure, but we'll see. And this is very lightly dyed seam binding. You can't even tell that it's been dyed, but it has, I promise. Just didn't take the dye very well. I was just playing around with my oxide inks and experimenting. Okay. Take some of this baker's twine. This is totally like experimental. You just want to see how it goes. I'm making a little knot, and I'm wondering if maybe if that, no, I don't think that's gonna work. What I normally do is just make, although I do have these. I'm wondering if the best thing to do is sew it on here. Again, this, we'll see. See how I like this. Sorry, soak that long. I don't know. I don't know. But, ooh, things are flying. I have just a little bit of thread in here, which is all I really need. I do my knots the hard way. So I think what I'm going to do to hide the thread a little bit is go up underneath. Try not to get the little leaf trim caught. Okay, so I want to layer this so that it's cream, green, and then pink. And these are already kind of like perforated, so try to put the needle through the perforations. Oy. There we go. And it doesn't really matter what color thread you use because it's going to be hidden by the little tassel topper anyways, so not super worried about it. I just want to kind of stitch this once or twice. Getting kind of thick. When the pliers come in handy. Okay, I'm just gonna tuck this under the thread. Try not to catch my silk. Kind of make a little knot. And you can glue this too, just to reinforce. Put like a little art glitter glue on the knot. Oh, wrong thing. Don't need pliers for that. Just trim that off. Okay, so now we have that portion of it. Whew. I'm going to take this off the paper clip real quick. So this is kind of the tricky part. There's holes in the top of these, but I gotta, yep, I knew that was gonna happen. I think most of my head pins are how do I want to do this? Hold on just a second. I'm gonna get one more thing. Okay, I'm an earhead. I was sitting right here. Forgot I'd gotten it out. Okay, so we're just gonna do I'm going to do a length of wire. Been too close or too far away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of wire and thread it through the one hole and then through the loop. If it will cooperate with me. And then through the other hole on the other side. I gotta spread these out a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. I know this is kind of sketch, but sometimes that's what you just have to just experiment and make it work. So I'm gonna try to thread that back through. Yep, there we go. Just create kind of like a jump ring, or one of those like little double ringed ones. Sorry, I'm trying to I get quiet when I'm concentrating. Like I start talking quiet when I'm concentrating and it's hard to. Okay, I think that's gonna be fine. And this is for me, so it's okay no matter what. So, okay, so I'm going to create another loop to hold on to the fabric of the tassel. And this is, what is this, 20 gauge? Yeah, 20 gauge wire. So it's, you know, hefty, but it's flexible enough. I'm just trying to feed that through the hole in the top again. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's got a hold of our tassel. And then I think I can cut this down a little bit. Feed that through the loop. And through the hole. And at this point, it just has to kind of be out of the way. But I think I'm going to use my heavier duty pliers rather than my round tip, because they kind of slip a little bit. These ones have serrated, like little teeth. Okay, so there's plenty of room in the hole, but it's wrapped around, and you can kind of see it's wrapped around there. And I think what I'm going to do is use my, oh, I got a little glue on my finger from the glue we used for the knot. I think I'm going to the dog has hiccups. That or the cat. You guys can't hear it, but I can hear it. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, never mind. We're going to do something different. I'm going to use one of our looped head pins and just snag this wire that's inside here. Because I'm going to make a little beaded dangle. If I can. If I can be successful. It's kind of tight quarters in here. Alright, awesome. Okay, got it. Now I can close this up. Tighten these little corners. Adjust our little trims so they lay nicely. Okay. And this is kind of where it might be fun to get some jump rings going. Do I have any gold ones? No, but I have rose gold, which It'd be okay. Because like I said, you can mix your metals. And there's plenty of pink on here, so... This stage I'm just kind of playing around. This video is getting kind of long. It's going to take forever to upload. But that's okay. I don't care. Actually, what I can do is I can pause, I can stop this one, and then I'll do a second part, and I will release them both the same day. So I will see you in part 2.